we love one another? When did we become so mean? We all we got, we all we need. In my soul, I know we are lost. We used to sing, dance, and dance all night long. Did we go wrong? We once were so strong. Now I'm saying I love you with emoji hearts. Welcome, y'all. It's another Thursday. It's another Thursday. We finna do what it do. In the hero train. We finna talk about some words to grow on. We all we got. We all we need. Each one teach one. Each one reach one. In the matrix and we thinking the same. We do it all for attention, for the life of the mission. One child can't read, the other child on suspension. When the PTA meeting comes, shout out to my brother Devon, dropping them verses. Heal song. It's been a while since we talked, y'all. It's been a whole week. It's been a while since we loved one another. Hey, black folk. When did we become so mean to each other? Down in my soul. I know we are lost. Oh man, we used to love each other. But did we go wrong? We once were so strong. With emoji hearts. God almighty. Well, did we go wrong? We once were so strong. Now we're saying I love you with emoji hearts. Welcome to another Thursday where we unite in power, understand, love. Hero training. We all we got. We all we need. Each one teach one. Each one reach one. If you are that one, I want you to know that you are enough. You are enough. You are one of the ones that fight the good fight when everything wrong. You are one of the ones that get shit right. We like to start off every week with a hero hymn. The hero hymn is the mighty hymn within me, the mighty spirit within me. And through proper understanding, we know that spirit is wind. Spirit is the breath. Your wind, your breath is controlled by your respiratory system. So as the wind travels in, and we call that inhale. And as the wind travels out, and we call that exhale. That's breathing. So when the mighty wind travels without me, and travels through my vocal cords, and causes a vibration, that we know it's sound. And that sound enters your ear holes. And you begin to feel the vibration. And you feel me just as much as you hear me. We unite in the hero spirit to understand that we all we got. We all we need. Tonight's hero hymn says, oh, if only you knew how much I do love you. Oh, if only you knew how much I do say the most powerful thing you can pay is your attention. If you're sharing the moment with me right now, I'm so honored and grateful that you're paying me some attention. Why you do it, Trav? I do it for attention. I do it for attention. Because those that sincerely enough to pay me some attention, and me understanding that attention is the most powerful thing that you can pay. Oh, I need you. In return for the most valuable thing you can pay is your attention. In return, my intentions is to give inspiration, motivation, seeds of thought that grow into understanding, willpower, understanding the power within to realize that you are enough, that I am enough, and we all we got, and we all we need. So I'm so thankful and grateful. I say, oh, if only you knew how much I do love you. Oh, if only you knew how much I do need you. Want to give a shout out to my executive producer, who just happened to be my wardrobe coordinator. I'm going to make a confession. I'm going to make a confession right here about this segment. Sometimes I add the story to why I wear what I wear. I'm going to make a confession, man. I'm compelled to make a confession. Because tonight I'm telling the truth. She say, baby, I want you to wear that khaki and that gold. I say, what? I say, why you want me to wear that, baby? She said, because I feel like tonight's show going to be golden. And I want to see the reflection coming out your chest. I say, good God almighty. I got to tell somebody. So I had to confess. Yeah, I did. Want to give a shout out to my co-host, my homegirl, my trusted AI, the best co-host in the world. Alexa, tell me something good.
We all we got. We all we need.
Alexa, what's the most powerful music in the world?
Put Soul by Trav P.
Alexa, who is the master?
The Honorable Trav P.
Alexa, I appreciate you.
Wahoo! My day just went from great to absolutely perfect.
That's how it works. That's why she my trusted AI. That's why she represents the polarity to this power. She keeps me grounded with the feminine energy. I understand what I need to make it work. What's going on, Brother Junior? You already know what it is, man. We in the huddle, another week, another session, some more training, putting our minds together, our spirits together, coming together as one, creating a conglomerate of it to know that I am it and it is me. And when we come together in the identity and form of it, it creates a general power that we call we. That is powerful than me as an individual, but I'm so powerful to be connected to it. And when we connect to it and generate it, we realize that we all we got, we all we need. So we just in another huddle on another Thursday trying to understand and work together to realize how it works so we can make it work for us, on us, around us, with us. And to sum it all up, just fight the good fight. Oh, that's what we're here for. That's what's up, brother. Tonight's word is world. World. Alexa, what is the meaning of world?
World is usually defined as the Earth or globe, considered as a planet. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for world.
The Earth or a globe, considered as a planet. So we on planet Earth. In planet Earth, we are in the world. The world we live in is planet Earth. Alexa, what is the meaning of planet?
Planet is usually defined as any of the 8 large heavenly bodies revolving about the sun and shining by reflected light: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, or Neptune, in the order of their proximity to the sun. Until 2006, Pluto was classified as a planet 9th in order from the sun. It has been reclassified as a dwarf planet. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for planet. Did that answer your question?
Oh, she teaching. Oh, she teaching. Oh, we're finna get deep. The heavenly bodies that evolve around the sun to make up a system that we call the solar system. Oh, man. So when you in a world, you're amongst other worlds that's evolving around the sun. We just happen to particularly be on planet Earth. And on planet Earth, we are humans. They say I'm a human being. I ask a human being what? Oh, this get deep, but it don't let it get too deep. What's going on, Blow? You already know what time it is. Still, best rapper I know. So as we in Earth, I say, in this here world, in this here world, in this here world, they say, man, this world gone crazy. This world gone crazy. My daddy used to always tell me, son, you can't change the world. He said, you focus on everything so much, wanting to be so good, that you can't change the world, son. You can't change the world, son. The solar systems are the 9 worlds that evolve around the sun. I can't change the world, but I can change my world. So when we talk about world, there's other worlds in the solar system evolving around the sun. If you want to see it practical, go outside in the morning, in your yard, in your parameters of your life, of your reality. Look up at the sun. Look at how the sun shines down on your life. Look at your grass. Look at your fruit. Look at your neighbor and realize they're another planet in another world that's evolving around the same sun. So when we're talking about the world, let's talk about yours. Which one do you live in? Which world do you live in? What kind of world surrounds you? I was thinking about Different World, the Cosby Show. It's a different world from where you come from. The basis of that show was about college. It was about when a parent has raised their child and they've given them to the college life, their first episode in reality of freedom, away from their parents, their first stages of independence, to go get a higher education, to truly build the foundation of their life. So the show was based about, this is a different world from where you come from. This is a different world from where you come from. So what world do you come from? What world are you in? My daddy used to say, son, you can't change the world, son. I say, daddy, but I could change my world, father. When I say my world, I'm talking about those that are in my solar system, the other people around me that evolves around the cipher of me. I evolve around the cipher of them. They become the solar within my system. Alexa, what is the meaning of solar system?
Solar system is usually defined as the sun together with all the planets and other bodies that revolve around it. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for solar system.
The sun together with all the bodies and planets that evolve around it. So if we tied into the source of it, and we all have a sense of common understanding, morality, principles, that's what forms my community. We have a common sense of unity. So my community becomes the bodies of planets around me. We share the same streets. We share the same schools. We're in the same system. We're evolving around it. Alexa, what is the meaning of soul?
As a noun, soul is usually defined as the principle of life, feeling, thought, and action in humans, regarded as a distinct entity separate from the body, and commonly held to be separable in existence from the body, the spiritual part of humans as distinct from the physical part. As an adjective, soul is usually defined as of, characteristic of, or for Black Americans or their culture. For more, ask me to give you
God
more
Almighty.
definitions for soul.
So when you hear soul, it's talking about of or Black Americans and their culture. Oh, we're talking about the radiant energy or source of life that permeates out of you, that can be felt, all your soul. When we talk about soul music, it's soul music because it's something you can feel more than you can hear. It's something you can feel more than you can see. I call my music hood soul for a reason, because I want you to feel me. Alexa, what is the meaning of solar?
As an adjective, solar is usually defined as of or relating to the sun. As a noun, solar is usually defined as solar energy, energy derived from the sun in the form of solar radiation. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for solar.
So when you say solar, it's related to the sun, the energy, the source, the energy. When you talk about soul, that's a directed notion to the culture of the Black American. When you understand and look at the particulars of the Black American, you realize that nobody has a particular love for the sun like the soul man. I keep trying to tell you what it's about. I keep trying to tell you how it works. All you got to do is be it, and you can see it. All you got to do is be it, and you can see it. So our relation to the sun is what makes us solar. That's what makes our soul deep. That's what makes us feel one another. That's what's carried us through the passages of hardship. That's what carried us through the passages of destruction. That's why we're still here today in spite of our soul burns, man, in this here system that evolves around us. I'm a part of a solar system. The planets in the different worlds around me is what makes the world turn. I'm so thankful of this here world I live in. Do you understand the world that you live in? When my daddy was telling me I can't change the world, he was saying, son, listen, son. Bad has to always exist. You can't stop bad. Bad has to exist for good to exist. You can't change every man and make every man a good father. Bad fathers have to exist to understand what it means to be a good father. Son, there is no perfect world. And in the perfect world, if there was a perfect world, it would be about balance. It would be about polarity. You can't understand feeling good till you experience pain. And too much of anything is bad for the soul. In order to be rich, there has to be poor. Which world do you live in? Which part of the spectrum are you on? One man God is another man devil. What you consider the devil may be the mentality and reality and intentions of survival of another man. The lion and the leopard only know survival. Nature wrote a script that's in their survival instinct that says the gazelle and the zebra are part of their food chain and they are a means of survival. So when he sees a gazelle and a zebra in the time of hunger, morality don't exist. It's only survival in a world that depends on bestiality. So the zebra and the gazelle see the lion and the leopard coming over the hill and see the devil rising in the hell-hot sun and says, oh my God, here comes the destruction of our world. But as he evades to live another day in survival, the gazelle and the zebra too must eat. So which world are you coming from? Which world are you in? My son went to practice for the first time in high school football. I watched my boy walk into a world that I once knew. I went in and just kind of played the backfield to get a peek on the world that I once knew. And I felt the soul energy. I felt the souls of all these young men who had fear in their eyes, who had determination to prove something within themselves. I felt their 14 and 15 and 16-year-old souls permeating out of them because I knew what it felt like to be in that world. In that world. It was so powerful. But as I backed out of that world and I went back to my truck and I had to humble myself, I said, oh man, it's a different world. And it ain't for me, it's for my boy. And all I can do is prepare him. I've been preparing him ever since I laid eyes on him for the very first time in his life. I've been preparing him for the different worlds. I've been cultivating him in a world that I've built with his mama. We've built together. We've built a world of love. We built a world of nourishment. We built a world to raise our children in a world that's surrounded by many other worlds of destruction. So as I hand my baby off, as I watch my baby walk into a different world than where you come from, I watched him walk into a different world than where he comes from. All this life I've been asking him, what kind of man is you, King? What kind of boy is you? What kind of man do you want to be? All this life, he said, I don't know. I said, well, son, you got to walk into a world where you got to know. Because if you don't know, somebody going to answer these questions for you. So you got to know who you are in the world you're in. This is what hero training is about. I'm watching my baby walk into a different world from where he come from. But all the worlds, all the planets are built on a universal truth. We all want the same thing. We all going through the same thing. We just want it in different ways, different levels, but it's all the same. We want to survive. We want to feel good. We need love. We are a sum of our equations of life, our experiences. So when you understand this and you living on purpose, see, when you living on purpose and everything you do is for purpose. See, I can go in and out of different worlds because I have a purpose to be in the world. See, if I'm the light, if you're the light, and your purpose of light is to give and give to darkness. So think of a world of darkness. That's a different world. But if I'm serving purpose, I go in that world. And I'm a human being. See how that works? I'm a human being. A soul man. A sun. The element of the solar system. I want to give a shout out to my brother E. I want to give a shout out to my brother E. A son. A soul brother. A planet in my solar system. We all we got, we all we need. He teach me that every time our stars and our earths line up. Think about it. When you look up in the sky and we talk about eclipse, they say, what is eclipse? Well, every so often, the moon lines up with the sun, or the moon lines up with Venus, or the moon lines up with Pluto, and then the moon becomes red, the moon becomes yellow. There's a type of reaction. Well, I don't see my brother, but every so often, I don't get a chance to kick it with my brother every so often, but every time his world and his system and mine turn in this galaxy, and we just so happen to be able to line up and share a moment of space with each other. Oh, it's an eclipse. Because if he's a son, a soul man, a solar man, in his world, he's a source of energy. This is what heroism is all about. This is what being the we is all about. When you are a soul man, a solar man, a planet in the solar system, someone who represents your world, you become the hero. My world is the circumference of my home. I protect my world. I honor my world. Oh, this is my world. Every day we have to walk out the door into the world. This morning I went down my dad's house talking about the word. And I was sitting on the porch with some older men. And we talking, and my dad opened the mail. He saw the taxes for his car. He said, damn, look at this. He said, I just bought the car. Why I got to pay taxes? I just paid the taxes. So I broke it down to him. I said, look at your tag. You got a T on there. I said, that was just the temporary taxes for tags and plate for you to drive off. But now you got to play your real registration on the year. Now they seeing your numbers. I said, but it's all good, Daddy. You ain't really got to do that right here. Look. So I want to enlighten my daddy and show my daddy a certain type of thing from his position that he may not know. I said, look, Daddy, you can do it from online because he want a specialized tag. I said, look, Daddy, we can do it from online right here, Daddy. You all right? He said, I ain't doing shit online. I ain't doing no shit like that. You better not do no shit like that. I said, what you mean, Dad? So Mr. Moses say, no, man, you get hacked like that. Don't do nothing like that. Don't never put nothing online. So I'm in between two old men who from an old world and still living in the old world. Ain't evolved into the new world. They say, nah. Mr. Moses, man, I had a friend who did something online and he got hacked for $20,000. My daddy said, I ain't gonna put mine on there. Just think, it could be a bullshitter at work looking at my bank card number, going in there seeing how much money I got. I mean, they was going in on my ass about how crazy it would be to do something like this online. And my daddy said, you better goddamn be a regular person and go stand in line like all the regular people do. So at that moment, I had to accept. Hey, look. Damn, they from the old world. They don't understand my word. Damn. Now I could have got offended because in my intentions, I was trying to enlighten my daddy and the older man for health reasons, for pride reasons, to say, hey, man, you ain't got to stand in no line no more. I had all the right intentions of enlightening them. I say ignorant is when you ran about things you ignore. So if they have ignored the advancement of technology and trust through mobile banking and the internet use, and they just going on a rant, then in no disrespectful way am I calling them ignorant, but they being ignorant to the fact. So I just had to accept it and say, hey, look, that's the world they live in. They still live in a world. When I talk about heroism, you got to understand when you look at the story of Superman, he was in a world, he was from a world where destruction was coming through his family and his lineage. So his mama and daddy put him in a capsule and shot him out of space, and he landed on Earth into another world. So when he came up and got found by these people and got adopted, they realized that this boy is not of this here world. He has superpowers beyond this world. And they tried to keep it a secret that he was not of this world. He was an alien. He was not of this world. He was from another planet. And they had to protect his identity because if he was caught being from another world, then he would get crucified. Don't this sound familiar? So the story evolved. He began to learn his powers. He began to work to use them to help save those around him. He became the hero of this here world. How many of us walked into the doorways of a new world by way of capsule of our parents, putting us into a better situation to evade the destruction of our lineage? Son, you're going to college to be better than me. Son, I'm a hell of a man, son. Sometimes I'll be frustrated with my reach of trying to grasp my freedom and still maintain my dignity, still maintain my integrity, still know that I'm driven by the soul in me. I'm a soul man, son. I'm frustrated because I'm trying to reach it, but son, I want to put you in a capsule. When you go into these other worlds, I want to equip you to understand the powers that you take into these unknown worlds, worlds that I have yet to go. To be a mighty hero, son. To give all you can to those around you. To attract other ones like you. When they come together, y'all become the Avengers. Y'all save the universe. Y'all save the galaxy. Not only do I save and represent my world, I save and represent your world. I save and represent her world. And all our worlds come together and we call it it, and we say it is the galaxy between all of us that we share. I'm just a soul man. My wife said, where that go? Because I feel like the show gonna be gold. I got certain brothers and sisters that love me enough to want to see my show grow. They give me criticism. They tell me their opinion on what they like, what they don't like. I admire that every one of them tell me something different. Every one of them wish that I would do something different to make it feel better, because they really feel like, man, what I got and what I'm doing is, man, it deserves all the attention, way more than you get, because they know, man, I just want some attention, because if you pay me some attention in return, man, I'm going to give you something that you can't put a value on. I'm giving you something from my soul. So at certain shows, man, I just let go and let my soul glow. And I just hope that it make the world turn. And I just hope in orbit, man, everybody that I come in line with and share my world with, I just pray. Hey, look, I pray. When I say pray, I yearn for the emotions and the experiences. To always in every moment be meaningful, be purposeful. Even in the bad, even in the uncomfortable, even in what I consider to be negative. I just want to understand and be so thankful in the moment that it's so purposeful, that it's necessary. You already know what time it is, big brother Kamara. You already know what time it is, Chad. I'm just running the play, man. Talking about the world. You got the world and you got your world. And those that share your world with you, and those that you share their world with them, and those that you're sharing your worlds with, you become a part of a solar system. Y'all tied to a common idea of peace. Y'all tied to a common idea of peace. You could call it God. You could call it any type of God. You could call it Allah, Buddha, Muslim. The point of it all is not about what you call it. The point of it all ain't even about what you think it is. It's about understanding, do you know how it works? Because if you know how it works, and you let it work on you, and let it work through you, and let it work out of you, you realize, man, you're a part of a real soul system. You're a part of a real soul system. Alexa, what is the meaning of soul?
As a noun, soul is usually defined as the principle of life, feeling, thought, and action in humans, regarded as a distinct entity separate from the body, and commonly held to be separable in existence from the body, the spiritual part of humans as distinct from the physical part. As an adjective, soul is usually defined as of, characteristic of, or for Black Americans or their culture. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for soul.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. Real talk. We're gonna get out of here, but we're gonna get out of here on the jam, man. We're gonna get out of here on the jam. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. You already know what time it is, come out. You already know what time it is, man. Like I say, man, I love anybody that pay me some attention, man. I love anybody that pay me some attention. Like I say, sometimes, man, we put shame on things and we don't understand what we shame. They say, man, you don't want nothing but some attention. So, you damn right I want attention. And I'm worthy of it. I'm worthy of it. Because as much as I want it, I'm going to give way more than I can ever imagine to anybody who pay me something. You see how that works? I've had criticism, Trav, you need to make them shorter, man. You need to make your messages short. And I understand. Yeah, I understand in some worlds outside of myself, people's time is limited. In some worlds outside of mine, people don't have time to listen to a video and a message that's 13 minutes. I get it. I get it. Some people don't have time to go to a restaurant that cooks by chef order with a process of 30, 45 minutes to get your food. Some people don't have time to eat like that. Some people don't have time to do a lot of things. There are accommodations such as fast food. Different things works in different worlds, but the world that I live in, the commitment that I have put myself to understand what I know, to talk what I talk, to be worthy of some attention, I put time into what I know. So in this here world of commitment, time is of the essence when it's about understanding how to fight the fight and how to be strong. When your babies and your woman, and if you're a woman, when your husband and your children depending on you, time is of the essence. We give time to a lot of bullshit, so don't you make me devour you. Or don't let anybody devalue your commitment to what you're giving if you know it's worthy. Sometimes you got to stand on it. Never lose your identity. That's what my big brother Crump tell me. Never lose your identity. Never lose your identity. If I wanted to rap about strip clubs, dope, and shit like that, I could have been on a long time ago. But my soul says more than that. My soul is rooted in dignity. My soul is rooted in integrity. You ever hear somebody say he sold his soul? for money and fame? How do you imagine that to be? What do you imagine that to be? He sold his soul to go into another world. I love you. I feel this right here. That's one thing I love about hero training, man. That's one thing I love about you. That's one thing I love about me, because I know if we meet here, man, and you here with me, man, I already know it's something about you. I ain't talking about me. It's something about you, man. It's something about you. They say the time is right now. Right now. Only a divine path will bring you here to the moment. It's something about you that's deeper than structure. That's deeper than being popular. The truth ain't never popular. The truth ain't never popular. We've been told and cultivated in a way to say that the truth hurts. Nobody wants the truth. The truth gets crucified. Ain't that what happened to the embodiment of truth that most people believe in? Most people believe that Jesus was the form of man, and by way of the Son, that was the most embodied piece of truth that has ever walked planet Earth. There's millions and millions and millions of people that believe this. And if you truly believe it, don't you understand that the truth got killed and nailed to a goddamn cross? Nobody likes the truth. So if you hear and I know you the truth and you understand the truth, I ain't talking about me. I'm talking about you. Because you're searching for it. You're reaching for it. The same way I am. That's why we got our hand in the huddle. That's what's in the huddle. And when we get it, we got it. And can't nobody take it. It's made of steel and can't nobody break it. So if I'm speaking the truth to the truth, I don't expect a whole lot. Alexa, what is the meaning of esoteric?
The adjective esoteric is usually defined as understood by or meant for only the select few who have special knowledge or interest, recondite. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for esoteric.
One more time. Alexa, what is the meaning of esoteric?
The adjective esoteric is usually defined as understood by or meant for only the select few who have special knowledge or interest, recondite. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for esoteric.
That's what you is. You sharing the moment with me. That's what we is. That's why we wanted the ones. That's why we all we got. We all we need. Many are called. Many are called, but few are chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. I'm talking to the heroes, and I'm talking to the sheroes. See how that work? Got your body. Do you see how that work? Do you see how that work? Yeah. Yeah. We're going to get out of here again on this, man. I'm going to let it ride a little bit, man. I want a whole hour on it, man. Whole hour on the dome on it, man. Hey, black folk, man. I got a drinking spirit. That's what my grandma say. I don't know, but either way, I be getting drunk every day. Fuck it, I don't know what to call it. But either way, I never make it. I'm an alcoholic. Keep on falling. Wait, daddy need a bitch. Wake up every morning, grab my phone and can't nobody say my shit right or wrong, cause this my shit. I done said some good shit that they ain't even shared yet. I love my brothers and sisters that love me enough to help me and understand how to keep on being strong, how to keep on being better. Kamaran, I love you, man, more than you will ever know, bro. Only if you knew. E, I love you, brother. Only if you knew. Big brother Crump, I love you. Only if you knew. Big brother Winston, I love you. Only if you knew. My brother Munt, I love you. Only if you knew. My wife, I love you. My daughter King, my daughter Journey, my son King, I love you. Only if you knew. My mama and my daddy. Hey, look. Only if you knew how much I do love you. Only if you knew, man. Bam, I love you, man. Black, I love you, man. With emoji heart. I be in the studio trading beats for pain, and I ain't chasing the fame. I'm just making a name, trying to live life and go back from whence I came. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. God Almighty. Shit back, so I be going insane. They say pressure plus height, so what it do to the brain? They say pleasure is pain, but all we thinking is weight. We like some animals trained, like we been playing a game. They got us trapped in the Adrian, I love you, brother. Junior, I love you, brother. El, I love you, sister. Sharon, I love you, sister. Hey, black folk. It's been a while since we talked, man. Blow, I love you, brother. We all we got, we all we need, Blow. Hey, black folk. When we become so big, we all we got, we all we need. I know we are lost. We used to sing and dance and laugh all night long. Where did we go wrong? We once were so strong. Now we're saying I love you with it more your heart.